Monday Night Real Flight. Ready to go. Let me get my other device on here. Get the sound down. Hello to you guys. Mike Bird, first in the room. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Hope all is well with you this morning, tomorrow. I've got my cup of coffee and I'm ready to go. Hopefully you had a good weekend, Mike. I certainly did. I certainly did have a good weekend. Got a lot done today in the yard. Got some wood cut up, trees cleaned up. It's amazing. I'm still working on that crap, you know. Kind of funny that that's still happening, but it is. There's a lot to do on an acre plus a property. So I'm not going to complain. Well, I don't know what airport anybody wants to fly, but I think I'll change it. And let's see, what do we want to fly at? Joe's Garage. We could do that one. Howdy, Chris. Hope you're all doing well. Been having some storms this afternoon. Hopefully the power doesn't go out or something. It was raining just a half an hour ago. So, but I think we'll be all right. David yourself is flying. First in the room. Let's switch to him. Go to, oh no, what did I do? There we go. We'll watch Dave fly. Appreciate you coming in. Hi, Paul McNeil. How you doing, sir? We'll watch Mr. David yourself fly. The big Cessna 150. Woohoo! Oh, not much, Paul. Just been hanging out, cleaning up the yard. Not doing much anything else. Working on the house a little bit. Oh! Watch out for the sign, Dave. Hi, EQ. I appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you all stopping in. Chris is in the room flying. So I had an exciting day today. I bought my AMA again. Seems like it went up $10. Just like everything else, right? My goodness. I was gonna save a little bit of money and click that 3-year deal, but yeah, I'm I'm tired of a frog's ass sometimes. Queen Kaylin, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Just hanging out, doing some real flight. Yes, it was $85. That's all right. And you know what I thought was strange is the president of our club. It was $75 last year. The president of our club sent me an email this morning saying, "Hey Bill, your dues is up at the end of the month. You probably want to renew that." So they keep track of it, which is surprising. I guess they have to, you know. Oh, Mike Bird, that looks like a beautiful plane. The Tucano looks really nice. You have to pay more for it because of the exchange rate, right? I'm sure. Paid 85 last October. That's okay. We'll switch to Chris. He's in the air. Dave's on the runway. So we'll watch Chris for a little bit. Can anyone hear me? Is there anybody out there? What? Oh, I love Pink Floyd. I have all the sounds off, Dave. I can't hear the. I'm sure that the other guys are flying might be able to hear you. Oh, excuse me. Gotcha, Mike. Nice flying, Chris. Guys, let me know if you want me to change the runway or anything like that. Yes, anything's expensive now, Mike Bird. Good flying, Chris. I guess you and David yourself hasn't teamed up together yet, trying to fly wing to wing or right behind each other yet. I know somebody's going to do it. What? Chris, that sure was a spot landing. Right on the bullseye. It looked like Victor's LA Jets was a huge success. Congratulations to him. That's really awesome. Over 100 flyers, I think he said. That's quite the turnout. Mike Bird, unfortunately, that's the road we've been going down. And, you look at all the support that's going on out there for one person versus the other. It's very apparent what's going to happen. Hi, Lori. Lori, what editing software do you use? If you don't mind me asking, because that sounds pretty interesting. Oh, Mike Bird. That's the worst if you hurt somebody's feelings. It has come down to the feelings police. Yay! Mike Bird, that's great news. Or Michael Bear, that's great news. Got the first name right. Michael Bear, that's awesome. Jelly got adopted. Somebody got a great dog. I hope it works out for them. I hope they don't have any horses or other dogs, things of that nature. I think that was the issue before. That's awesome, Michael. I'm happy. Gotcha. That's cool, Lori. 2024 is not out yet, so you just do the 23 version, or hello, Ron. Glad you're here, sir. Michael Bear. I'm grateful for you guys being here. Thank you, sir. That's great, Michael. I'm happy to hear that. There you go, Chris. You're about to catch him. He's slick. Hopefully, y'all had a good weekend. Some of you got to fly, I hope. If not, you can jump on and fly right here. Hey, that's when you get a half off discount, that's the time to do it. I tell you. I mean, 25, 30% off. I'm usually, if I need it and it's on sale, that much off, I'll get it. They should do that with the AMA dues. Like for one day, make it half off, and they'd get all their money in one day and they wouldn't have to worry about it. Not going to do that for us. Paul McNeil, thank you, sir. I appreciate you guys. I can count on at least one like. I'm having a little coffee tonight, this evening. Dave's doing his darndest to get away, I'll tell you. Uh-oh. He was dead in the water. Probably overheated the ESC or something. Oh boy, I bet Michael Bear, that to have this an iPad as a screen, wow, that's big. That's not the one you got at Harbor Freight, is it? That's a great deal, Lori. Ron, it was hot here too. Not quite that hot. Hey, no problem, Paul. I enjoy doing it. We'll switch it up here and see who's flying next. Let's watch Ron. To the chopper! I've been waiting like 9 weeks to do that. Oh, nice. They've had some deals on the DJI. About $250, $300 for the entry one. And although I would like to get a drone, I'm just not interested in that brand. So I'll check that one out. Laura, you do a great job editing the videos, putting in the intro and the exit and the sound. You got it down. I mean, there's a lot of us that would love for you to do a video or two on how you do it. So there you go. You could teach us something, especially me. Because I'm a one and done kind of video guy. Nice flying, Ron. I'm sure it does help. I know I've done a few little videos on my phone, with the generic music and, the generic title deal. And, and I don't think, maybe I posted one. I don't think I've posted any others than that. They're not, they're not very fun to watch. Hi, JCB. How are you, Jim? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping in. The FAA geofencing thing. Yeah, that's not very good, nice of them. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll go look it up later. Yeah, the government wants to track your every move. We had tacos tonight, right? And then I get on the computer to start all this, and what pops up on the screen over here? Recipes for tacos. I, you know, I swear they're watching. There you go. Well, if you want a kitty update, we still got 3 stray outdoor kitties. They've been hanging around. I can officially call them shop kitties because that's where they hang out at. And I have a big cabinet in there, and of course, where can they get but behind it? I'm gonna have to get some hardware cloth or something and get in there when they're not in there and seal it all up. They're pesky little critters. But if they're in there, I know I don't have any mice, no pack rats, which I don't think I had those anyways, but it's an old DJI. Yeah, there's one adult cat that comes around too. He's not that old, but he's a beat up guy. Cuts and scrapes and ears torn and tail looks like it's broke. But he sure is a wildcat. My wife's about got him tamed to her. She can just walk right up to him. Hi, Litz. Hi, Terry. Michael Bear, we do have a place. It's not the Humane Society or the Pima Animal Control, but there is a clinic that will take stray cats in, and as long as they're old enough or weigh enough, and they get in there and they'll fix them, spay, neuter, and then they'll call you like the same day, and you can take them back and let them go. I tried to catch them. I don't know if I want to go through that. That's pretty stressful. Maybe if they're in my shop, I could just shut the doors, and it's really game over if I put on some big leather gloves, right? They won't win. £2.5. Well, they're probably that much, maybe. Hi, Mad Season. How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see who else is flying. Dave it yourself is still flying. Chris is flying. Ron is flying. Let's put it back on Dave and watch him for a minute. That doesn't look like the UMX 262. It's a little bit biggie. Little bit big for that. Woohoo! 40 kittens a week? Wow. That's a lot of kittens. I know there's a big problem, Michael Bear, but 40 a week. Wow. That's actually good. You guys can catch and release 40 kittens a week. That's going to have an effect on the population pretty quick. It would drop off pretty quick. And I know a lot of places they don't even do anything about the cat populations like that because they have such brutal winters that, the winter takes care of them. I have a friend, Greg, that he tries to take care of a few stray cats around his place. I can imagine. Not only that, but they've got kangaroos too. You loan traps. That's nice, Michael. So, you know who we don't see anymore is Jono, our mate from Australia. He's been gone for quite a long time. Hope he's not in jail. Woohoo! Nice flying, Dave. They do. I recently caught a video from Florida where they have, just horrible iguana problems, and where they just go in and just start taking them out with air rifles. Yeah, I was too, Mike Bird. I was like, wow, it's been a long time since we've heard from Jono, or Jono. I'm not sure how he pronounces his name. Oh, yeah, Michael. He would just go off. It was quite funny most of the time. mean, if anybody has an iguana here, it's on a leash and it's a pet. Nice flying, Dave. Appreciate you guys. It's really good, Michael Bear. I was sitting in there after dinner and I was almost nodding off. I was like, well, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Kind of wake up a little bit before we get going here. Have a little fun. Hi, Noons. Wow, 28 years? That's quite a long time. I think they're pretty cool. You know? My wife's cousin used to have one of those monitor lizards. He got it, it was about 2 foot, and then before he knew it, it was about 6 foot and took up a whole bedroom. Like you only open the door to feed the thing, kind of. It was crazy. You know, that's right, Lori. I remember that. Hope you're doing well, John. Only one problem with drinking coffee right now is I'll be up a little bit. That's all right. 10 o'clock is late for me. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. I remember that monitor lizard. They had it it grew fast, and they would feed it and wash it, and put water in the tub, and just let it soak in there all the time. Michael Bear, the farming effort is going excellent. Let me see if I can give you a little view of what it is. Yeah, about that tall. Looks really nice. Starting to get little Q-tip size buds going on it. The top is a little bit yellowed. I had the light up just a little too high. I turned it up about a week ago. As your light intensity goes up when it's in flower, I had it a little too high. So that's it. I'll put it back. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks, Lori. It has just stretched and just going all crazy. Mountain RC, howdy to you. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, the coffee's getting to me. Yeah, I had the tape measure on it about, yeah, 7.5, 8 weeks, right about. So I think it's doing good. About 4 days ago, it was 28 inches tall, and I'm sure they're getting bigger. They've gained 4 or 5 inches since then, probably. Woohoo! David is Dave is flying the P-51 Mustang. It looks like. That one probably says the big beautiful doll on it. I'm not sure. Tear it up, Dave. Yeah, the outside efforts are doing good. I've got 3 out there too, and they're just starting to put on. So, somebody was telling me on some of the other channels that I watch, and of course some of them are cannabis related. So, you know, uh, one guy was trying to tell me that, oh, you're planting in a 20-gallon pot right off the bat. That's not a good idea for root development. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it's not a good idea to take a plant that's going right into flower and have to transplant it. So, you know, it all depends on what you want to do. I'm getting good results. I think I've been pretty light on the feeding so far, and I need to feed a little more. I think that's a big problem of mine is when they start to go into flower, they become very hungry, and you really need to give them the P and the K. And I've heard of some people that actually give them the P. Really? No, that I'm not going to use that as fertilizer. That's not gonna happen. Oh, Dave, thank you for flying. Let's switch it up and watch Chris for a minute. I appreciate you guys flying. Yeah, I've only done it one other time to where I've just put the seed in the big pot and went for it. And it turned out better than trying to go from a solo cup or a 1 gallon to a 5 gallon and then to a 20 gallon. Some people leave them right in a 3 gallon and grow from there. Well, then the roots become really balled up, and you're going to get good growth when you grow in a bigger pot. They have it down to a science. I was watching a program. Um, they actually weigh plants. They weigh it when it's wet. They weigh it when it's dry. They know how many milliliters of water to give to it. They know when to water it. It is an exact science now. All good and fine, but the plant's going to tell you when it's thirsty. You really don't need to. Autopot system is nice. I would love to have one, but I'm not good at cloning. I've never had good luck with that. And to clone, you really need to grow something other than autoflowers. So a mother plant's going to be a a regular feminized plant. The autoflower just automatically flowers, and you can't take clones from those. That's good. You know, I've had one plant out of this whole time I've been growing that I got more than 10 ounces off of. And I grew it outside until January of last year. And boy, it was purple and it was stinky, but it was also it got too much nitrogen during the flower, and it was pretty leafy. Had a lot of leaf to it. You could get through it and get to some bud, but would have been good for some extracts. Okay, Chris, gonna switch it up. We'll watch Too High to Fly. Thank you for coming by and flying, sir. Flying the yak. Woohoo! I need to go get another drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Got my drink. Powerade Zero. Mike Bird, I completely agree with you. There are so many benefits to using cannabis for tinctures, arthritis, aches, pains, anxiety, PTSD, stress, hunger. Just name them all off. If I missed one, put it in the chat. It's not bad. You know, you really trust the government to tell us what's good or not? Ugh. Nah, not gonna happen. To tell you the truth, Mike Bird, my whole life, but I've run into some issues, trouble, growing in the past, right? It only took one time getting in trouble to go, I'm not going to do that again, but I'm certainly glad that I'm able to grow. Makes it worth living here. Okay. Dave is flying. I'll put it back on Ron. See if he gets back on the sticks or not. So I don't know if y'all heard, but Phil Donahue passed away. Phil Donahue. I didn't even know he was still alive. Seems like every day you hear about somebody else. Oh, there you go. That's my style, Ron. So, did you all see the 14-foot Jenny flight test is building? Boy, I'm so tempted to get that 60-inch flight test kit of the Jenny. That and power system's $100. 4 servos, ESC motor. It's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. You just got to put it together. Dave, thank you so much for coming by. Jury duty sucks. I hope you can get out of it. Nah, everybody's got to do their part. That means you're registered to vote. So, have a good night, Dave. I appreciate you. Hey, Spencer. How you doing? Hopefully you got some good flying in yesterday. Well, I'm going to regret that coffee later. Yeah, I saw some of that action going on. That was kind of funny. Oh boy, I don't know what you hit, but hit something. I agree, Mike Bird. It looked really well built with the guide wires in between the wings and in between the struts at the end of the wings. I didn't notice if it had any wires on the back of the tail feathers, but that's a really slick looking biplane. Well, definitely very cool looking. Nah. I was surprised they have the Ginny XL. Almost 60 inches. And I was thinking that's almost as big as the Waco that I have. Hey, Hangar 51. Hi, Kenny. Hope you're doing well, sir. Let's see, Jim. It's on Instagram, and it's a group that some of us belong to, I guess. And Spencer runs it, I think. A Facebook chat. There you go. Instagram, Facebook, they're the same, right? The XL looked really nice. Nice, Kenny. It Jim, it is trouble, and I kind of try and stay away. I mean, I could go there and read it and comment if I want, but uh, yeah, I try not to get involved in too much of that. All right, to the chopper. Thank you for flying, Ron. Did you fly the Tucano? I think you said you got 3 flights on it. Hmm. That's great, Kenny. Wow. Yeah, about 5 minutes ago, Michael Bird. It wasn't just to go get a drink. Hey, Victor. Great job on LA Jets, Victor. It looks like it was a huge success. You're awesome. Lots of videos with that big old that big one, that director's choice, I think it was. Wow, the big F-14. It's hard to believe that's the same one that David Snyder has. David Snyder's didn't look that big, but maybe it is. Double XL F-14 Tomcat. There's none bigger, right? Thing was amazing. I'll tell you what. And Victor, I was going to tell you on the little video where the guy just disintegrated his jet. Wow, if you could slow that little clip down so we could actually see what happened. Like take a little clip and make it slow motion. That would be cool. I went back and I watched that like 4, 5, 6 times, trying to see what happened. All right. That would be cool, Victor. So let's switch it up and watch Victor fly for a few. Appreciate you coming in and flying, Victor. Woohoo! I can imagine after a busy weekend like that and then having to go back to work, you're probably dragging the whole day. But glad you made it through it. Do you still have more videos to upload? That's not the UMX one. Mike Bird, you ordered the Avios Tucano? That's awesome. I bet they fly beautiful. That's awesome, Mike Bird. Oh yeah, Fred did get it. He had it on the table behind him last week on Tuesday, I believe it was. Boy, that coffee's wearing off fast. Woo. So that little J10 Jeep pickup that Ryan's doing, that's gonna look pretty cool. I could think of a few things that Fred wouldn't want to get. Oh, he's going to have a blast. I'm sure he could fly something different every week and not open all the boxes in a year. Well, I can't say much. I still got one in the box. Haven't flown it yet. No flights on the air tractor yet. I don't know what's the matter with me. I just got too many things going. Haven't made time to go do it. It's either windy or it's rainy, stormy. Woohoo! What's the orange plane over my head? The orange plane over my head. That is my Arrows little Viper. I did it so I could see it, right? And the bottom's black. But I just brushed acrylic paint on it. You know, after I threw it and scratched up the canopy, I painted it. And then, you know, this is still just the raw white foam. And then I just brushed it with latex acrylic paint. I think it looks pretty cool. It's easy to see. But I'll tell you, when it flies and you get going real fast, it's got this little wiggle in the air. So that makes me worry sometimes. Paul Ballard, how you doing, sir? Glad you're here. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, I have that one. The Arrows Viper, and then I have the Arrows Husky. And the Arrows, which one is it? Yeah, the L39. Which I'm looking to try and put some little landing gear on it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's a fun little jet, isn't it, Paul? Yeah, that's the little Viper. Let's see. Everybody's kind of taking a break from flying, and that's okay. Oh, yeah. That's true. You guys are too funny, man. I thought about doing that with this little Viper, but, it was only a little $100 plane. I got it when they first came out. They were like $99, which I thought was a great deal. A rudder and a nose wheel hooked to that rudder would be good. Looks like Victor's switching to the Aero Works. I can't handle that. I bet, Paul. The trouble is, belly landing those, little hand toss planes here. Is if you don't keep it on the runway, it ends up full of dirt. There's no grass out here, tall grass to land it in. There's rocks and dirt, stickers, cactus. I I know that little Viper's been full of dirt many a times, and it still does okay. Woohoo! So in 6 months, Victor's going to be putting on a 3D show. It's going to be called LA 3D. Going to sell off all his turbines and get a big 100cc gas, right? Right, Spencer? Everybody needs a 100cc gas. Yeah, EDF full of dirt's not fun. Nice flying, Victor. Woohoo! What's that? Squirrel! I don't know. I don't know what I said, Spencer. I can tell you what happened 50 years ago, but 3 minutes ago, forget it. The Arrows Marlin's a really good little jet. Used to be $200 about. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I said. Everybody needs a 100cc gas plane, right? That's what it that see Paul knows. Or Mike Bird knows what I said. Oh man. Canned cheese. How you doing, sir? Yeah, Victor's got some skills. And he can fly planes too. Hope you're doing well. CVO Hobo. How you doing, David? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you stopping in, Canned Cheese. Woohoo! Alrighty. Let's switch it up and see Kenny fly. Thank you for flying, Kenny. Thank you for flying, Victor. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. Just stick around. And I don't have to. I don't have a problem making people moderators. You know, all these people in here, I uh, I know I know personally. Some of them, I've seen their faces. Zoom chatted with them weekly, so there's a little trust there. I usually make somebody a mod after a little bit, after a few comments, and I know that they're good. You know, good person. Leave good positive comments, all of that kind of stuff. Woohoo! And there was a guy in here last week. I can't remember his name, but you know, only had a channel for one day, and his was full of other people's videos. They weren't even his videos. You know, I'm sure there's somebody in here already checking out your channel, and I hope you got some content because I'm gonna go check it out too. I try not to be negative. I'm always a glass is half full kind of guy. Wow, David, that's incredible. 15 pounds in a month. That is great progress. I am glad it's working for you. I do my best to eat healthy, but I can't just carnivore diet. I need my fruits and vegetables and my other greens. Good question, Lori. Uh oh. Kenny upsized. That looks so real, Kenny. Woohoo! We usually get the 505 green chili, Michael Bear. I don't know if you've tried that one yet. Usually it's like Hatch green chili, little black flakes of skin in there. Oh man, it's so good. Usually add that to a few pounds of pork. Good stuff. Now I'm hungry. Woohoo! Good flying. Good flying, Kenny. We'll put it on the chase cam. Kind of weird. You know, as a kid who took Dramamine all the time on long trips, yeah, the picture kind of messes with me sometimes. Woohoo! There was a couple guys coming out of Costco yesterday, and they had a brisket. The guy was carrying it like a baby. I'm not sure if I have the freezer space for 80 pounds of beef. I do have a second freezer refrigerator, in the house, and it's a side by side, so door on either side. The freezer is not quite as big as I would like it to be, but you know it does the job. Oh, tagged him right out of the air. Any of you use an air fryer? I know Michael Reitza has one, and I've thought about getting one, but you have to buy a freezer. Well, that's a good investment, though. It's really good to have extra. Oh, Kenny. Yeah, I did some work for a couple that they bought a house, and it came with a refrigerator, in the kitchen, and they bought a brand new one, bought a new stove, and they said, "Oh, can you help us get this refrigerator out of the kitchen before you paint? Put it in the garage." And at the end of the job, I said, "Well, what are you going to do with that refrigerator?" And they're like, "I don't know." So they gave it to me, which is really awesome. My free refrigerator freezer works much better than the two others I've replaced in my regular house. It's kind of that way. Free dogs are the best, you know, free appliances. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, if you know, get rid of the mess. Bacon, eggs. Oh man, now I'm really hungry. So Nahori is flying. Let's watch Nahori fly. Hopefully, I'm saying your name correctly or close enough. Yeah, you get too many appliances on the counters, and then you need to redesign your kitchen to have, an appliance cupboard or an appliance garage. I think they call them. They got a little roll-up door. They're really cool. Some people just go all out when they do their, $150,000 kitchen remodel. I think I think you're above the 400-foot level there. So have any of you tried to just fly as far as you could? I don't think I've ever run out of room to fly away. Back patio, one of those outdoor kitchen kind of deals. That'd be the way to go for those out here, for those hot appliances. It looks like farmland down there. Okay. We have Alex Liddell. Let's watch Alex fly. Appreciate you guys coming in and flying. I've really spiced my chicken up, thanks to Paul McNeil. Well, Southern California, Paul. It's like Southern Arizona. There is a huge population of Hispanic people, and the food is awesome. Well, thank you for flying, Alex. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. There you go. My friend from Maine, Greg, he doesn't know how to eat an egg any other way than hard boiled. Ugh. I mean, they're good hard boiled if you're gonna make egg salad, you know, but not just by themselves. That doesn't work for me. Well, if you knew Greg, you'd go, yeah, that's right up his alley because he's boring. Although he does awesome sign work, so you know. Nice hover work, Alex. Nice and steady on the sticks. Kind of glad we're getting like new flyers in here, new people that we've never seen before. That's pretty awesome. Or it could be one of you just changed your name. I don't know. Yeah, most likely. I know that Nahore is one of Victor's friends. So Alex probably flies at Victor's field. I would imagine. I haven't put this out on any other like sites to um, advertise it or invite, so to say. Just leave it the way it is and keep it small and no problems there. No problems if it grows a little bit too. We get a few more flyers. That's great. I know you guys are going to have a great time at Bigfoot. Hey, tonight's a full moon, isn't it? Super blue moon or a blue super moon? My wife was asking me if I saw it. Not yet. But I'll go out in a little bit and look. Be a good evening to put some seeds in the ground. I think I'm going to go help a friend tomorrow. My buddy John. I hooked him up with my extra grow tent and light so he can do some gardening himself. You betcha, Mike Bird. Oh, nice. Paul McNeil, thank you. Woohoo! Great flying, Alex. Yeah. Okay. Let's go like that. There we go. Haven't had Chris on for a minute. Let's watch Chris fly. Hey, good night, Ron. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. There we go. Woohoo! Mexican eggs are the best. Paul, I almost have to ask if they come from Mexican chickens. I mean, chorizo and eggs is pretty good. We have a Nico's taco shop here, and they have a chorizo and egg burrito, and it's pretty darn good. Mike Bird, thank you for coming by. Appreciate your early morning visit to us. You have a great week, sir. Hi, Nahore. Appreciate you flying. There we go. I was going to look for my charger and plug in my radio. My radio. And where's my charger? There we go. There we go. Have a great week, Mike. I'll plug it in. Now, I find there's one drawback to the DX8, right? Is when you plug it in to charge it, there's no light. There's no way to know if it's charging or not. And that's irritating. Team Wheelie. This is Real Flight. It's a flying remote control game. It's built by Great Plains probably more than 20 years ago. Upgraded and upgraded and upgraded until where we can do stuff like this. Thanks for joining us. Kind of cool. I could say this show spans across the ocean to the UK, all because of Mike Bird. Thank you, Mike. Well, 4 years plus or minus a little bit. Oh no, wait, maybe 5. And I've never had one issue with the radio or the battery or anything. And I have gone as long as 5 or 6 months without turning it on or flying. I'm sure that's not good for it, but I haven't had any ill effects from it. That old craft radio that I had regular double A's in it. That was kind of weird. It looks like Kenny and Victor are following each other. There you go. I appreciate you guys flying, hanging out for an hour or two. No, some of the people in here are flying. I mean, I do have a controller right here, and I can switch it to myself and fly. But this is set up for the other people to come in and fly. So, and if nobody's here flying, I could fly myself if I wanted to. Jim, it was a cool looking radio, right? It only had the one stick on the side, and then a slide button over here. So, and it was cool. But it was really a waste of $50 when I was first getting into the hobby because I didn't know any better. Live and learn. So Team Wheelie, what do you wheelie? Do you got a wheelie bike? A 29-inch wheelie machine or something like that? Just curious. Some of the new bikes are really, really cool. Yes, we can, Victor. Let me see what we can change on the location. Airport. Where would you like to go, sir? Want to fly the obstacle course? Something like that? Sorry to those who are flying, and I just changed it on you. Alright, let's go up here. Go back. Let's give Alex some more time. I appreciate him coming in. Is that one good, Victor? I was doing this course a few days ago, and I can almost make it all the way around through all the hoops. Then you run into some of the hoops that turn, and then they got two of them and they're turning in different directions. You're welcome, Victor. Yeah, cool, Team Wheelie. I like bikes. I like motorcycles. In fact, I've really been looking at bicycles lately. Why? I don't know. They have some new SE bikes. The SE Quad Angle. The PK Ripper. They have those in the 27.5, the 29-inch. Hydraulic brakes, hydraulic disc brakes. They're sweet bikes. But they're also $1,000, right? They're expensive. But they're limited, you know, 1 of 500 if you buy one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure if you ever go to Pilot Ryan Media, but Ryan does a lot of RC car and crawler videos. Cool guy. He does a show every Sunday for a couple hours. A lot of us hang out there and chat with him. Most of the other channels are all, you know, RC aircraft related. Oh, I was going to tell you guys I found a new channel. Only a couple subscribers. It's called Dave the Rave. And the Rave is all one word. And he does drone stuff. In fact, he's in the UK. Man, he put out a really beautiful video today. The countryside there in the UK is just gorgeous, right? So they're only a couple minutes long. Just started out. Uh-oh, flat spin. Woo! Alex, I appreciate you flying. Let's switch to somebody else. Let's see. Victor. Let's watch Kenny again. Where's Kenny at? There we go. Oh boy. Nahore is an impressive flyer. He's handling that the turbine jet just fine. Out there at LA Jets, I saw Victor's video. Cool stuff, man. Flying the E-Fly F-16 Thunderbird Edition. Very cool, Nahari. Hi, Fred. Hope you're doing well, sir. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you had a great day. Oh, very cool, man. I'm going to check your channel out, Team Wheelie. I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, this is fun. You know, we're just here to have fun, fly a little bit, improve our skills if we can. You know, you can learn a lot about the way certain aircraft fly by playing this game. So it's all good. We're just having fun. Yep. Eastern, 9:30 Eastern every Monday. Woohoo! Hey, red lines are good. 24-inch cruisers are nice. I had a Mongoose 24-inch. And that was in 89. And I just got it. Only rode it one time. And I cracked my cheek in 3 places across here. Really bad concussion. Take care, Team Wheelie. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you know, Paul, unfortunately, when it comes to bicycles, because I have a little BMX bicycle out there myself still, little 20-inch, free agent, and it costs more to fix them than it is to just go buy one. You know, tires, tubes, chains, you know, handlebar grips, yada yada yada. Keith Christie, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you stopping in. Let's see, still got the same people flying. I appreciate it. So I run my chainsaw today for the first time. It does pretty well. I got quite a bit cut up. Maybe a quarter of a cord. Which was, some of it was already cut, but cut the rest of it up and got it stacked. Now I'm just waiting for the scorpions to invade it. That way you can never touch it again. That happens. Well, I wasn't able to stay last night and watch Ryan work on that little Jeep, but that body turned out really cool. And I guess that was Keith Christie Kelly Klein that printed that for Ryan. Really turned out nice. Oh, almost. Okay. Switch it up one more time. Watch our buddy Kenny fly with a ribbon. Oh, Nahari, no problem. You do very well. Great pilot. So you have a BAE Hawk? Was that what I saw you flying at the event? Very, very cool. Almost, Kenny. Very, very cool. Which one do you like better? I know some of the, foam model F-16s fly very well, but I know that the BAE Hawk flies just as amazing. Nice. That's very cool that you have that. Almost, Kenny. Oh, well, unfortunately, it's time to go. I appreciate you guys being here and flying and hanging out. I can't thank you guys enough. And we'll see you next Monday night, right? Well, Team Wheelie, I'd like to stay on longer, but it's a 2 hour deal, and we're at the end of the 2 hours. And I gotta go take care of a few things. So I'll see you next Monday, 6:30, 9:30 Eastern, and we'll talk about some BMX bikes. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Have a great night. Have a great week. We'll see you in the other shows. Jeff in Lower Alabama, Pilot Ryan, Ray. Ray's got the show on Wednesday.